Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to a quick little video about a new game that I just got to try called Airborne Empire. So this is a sequel to Airborne Kingdom, which I never played. But basically what it is it's a city building sky game. It's like no other game I've ever played in my entire life. Basically you build your city up and then almost like a tower defense, you have to defend your base, or your flying city, I should say. There's an economy, and I'm going to get into like the goods and the bads. But I also do want to mention as well that this was provided to me by the developer, but that will not change things I will say, both for the good or the bad. I will say the game is still in early access, so let's just get into it. Might as well. So, first things first. This game looks beautiful. I love the aesthetic. It's awesome. It's amazing. Yeah, my girlfriend saw me playing this and she was like, oh my god, I love the texture look of the ground. Like this little texture in the background here on the map. She saw that and she fell in love with the game almost immediately. Overall, the graphics are simple, yet at the same time, very good. So far I haven't had any system issues or graphical issues or crashing issues. I haven't really had any problems in regards to the game itself. It is still in early access, so I'll probably say that like 14 times through this video. But it's a pretty game. Haven't run into any technical issues yet. As for gameplay, there is a story. It is, for the moment, rather brief. So keep it at that. But it's good. It's nice. I don't like the way people talk in the game. There's no voiceovers. It's just birds, but they do this like chirp noise that like I just don't like it. That's personal preference more than anything. I do like the fact that there's like little buildings, like little ruins that you can go in and you can send someone down to explore. That was nice. The way to get your resources, I'll pause here and I'll show you. So I want to get some cotton because I'm low on cotton, as you can see from my resource storage here on the right. So you tell people, however many people you have, like I currently have 5 people idle. So I can send down 5 people. You'll see in a moment. They'll start flying out of the bottom of my ship, I think on this side. There they go. Whoop. 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 And then they'll go down, they'll collect the resource for you. It's pretty nice. You can also upgrade your techs and things like that. I'm only in the first region and have maxed out everything at the moment that I could get. There is a combat system, so pirates will come and attack you every now and then, so you got to build these defense towers, which are nice, so almost kind of like a tower defense-esque. You have to manage your resources like a normal city would, but then this one also has one extra thing that you have to manage or your people will be mad. And that is over your lift. So you have to have a certain lift capacity for buildings, which makes sense, but then you also have to worry about tilt. So you can't fill up too much on the right side or the left side or the front or the back of your ship, or your city. Because what will happen is the ship will start to tilt, say like this, for example, and your people will get upset about that, which makes sense, right? I'll show you, I think it's one of these storage buildings. You can see how the building moves around. It's actually showing you how much of a tilt it will give your city when you attach it, which I like. Later on, as you do the story, you'll see things like this pop up, which are pretty nice. You'll have people flying around and stuff. Yeah, overall, very good city builder with mechanics that I never even thought of would have to be a problem. This is my 3rd playthrough because the first playthrough I couldn't figure things out. You had to hire people, so the only way for you to get inhabitants are to go to like these settlements and these cities over here and hire people. The cities themselves have an academy, a market, a tavern, and some have a skydock, some don't. The skydock is just where you can modify your ship and move things around a little bit. The tavern is where you go to hire people. I don't think there's anyone here at the moment. The people do respawn over time. It's just the rates are kind of wonky and stuff like that. There is a market. I'll get into the economy later, but a few things I don't like about the economy. Um, Overall, my big issue with resources, which I'll get into as well about the starting area. And then last but not least is the academy. So the academy is right here where you get blueprints. These blueprints give you certain things. That's the only way for you to unlock buildings, basically. So this is a ore house, or an ore. Basically, it provides propulsion, makes me go faster, which is nice. It's cost $600 right now. I'm only got 22, but yeah, that's how you unlock the building. So you don't get all your buildings available to you immediately. A lot of them are blocked out because you have to basically buy the blueprint for said video or for said city, which is something that I'm going to pause here, which is something that I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't like the fact that you're locked out of a lot of stuff. So early on, I felt like you're kind of getting punished a little bit. If you don't unlock the skydock within the first hour or two, you're kind of punished for not doing the first little bit of the campaign. The reason why is because without the skydock, you can't rearrange your buildings. If you're not able to rearrange your buildings, you're gonna have some issues here and there. Yeah. Also, I found that one of the other issues I had, was I was able to kind of, I can say, manipulate the science system a little bit and the research system, and basically start slower, don't do the campaign, but then build 4 academies and basically I just pump out the researches. The moment I get a building, I have it maxed out within 2 days. It's okay. Don't like the fact that it's that easy to manipulate. Now, mind you, if I had access to every building, I'd have them all, already unlocked. And I'd probably have everything maxed out by now. So, there's that. I did mention some problems I have with the economy. So first, initially in the game, your big hamper is this right here, glass. You don't have access to produce glass in the first region, and that sucks. That will be the number one thing that you have to sell your cloth and iron for, because those are the only things that you can sell: cloth, iron, and glass. Those are the only things you can sell. Once you have to be buying glass. That's the main thing. You're always buying glass. The resource storage, I don't know how I feel about it. So you get a set amount, unless you build obviously more buildings for resource storage, but it's just a set number. So I just have 300 resource storage to sort between whatever that crystal thing is, cotton, ore, and lumber. Don't know how I feel about that. It kind of feels a little... honestly, I don't know. I have had a couple issues where I've had one way too much more than others. Later on, you do get... well, in this case, like for me, I get cotton from someone for automatically every day, and I get iron from someone else automatically every day. It's not much; it's only a couple. I think it's 6 iron total. You see, I get roughly a quarter of an iron from an ally, and then at the end of every day, I get 6. It's okay. There's no way to sell stuff except for going to towns. I wish there was a way that you could build a market on your ship and you could sell and buy from that. Now have it suboptimal, meaning it looks at the overall market and picks the lowest price for all your things. I would love the ability to sell water, sell food, sell ore. I'm assuming some sort of crystal to make glass. I'm assuming maybe silica. Sell cotton, sell lumber. Be able to sell all those things as well, not just the finished products. It does make things a little bit more just kind of meh. Like I can't fully exploit everything and make money that way. The economy itself is kind of hit or miss. It's an obvious thing if you go to your market. Most of the prices are between 5 and 10. I haven't really seen much more. If you buy a lot more, so right now that's 20. Now it's 80. So the more you buy, the more expensive it is. That's just your classic thing at the back end. Yes, I mean, it's good. It's fun. It's a really good game. My main gripe is the management. How I have to manage my city and town. And the main issue with it comes down to, well, actually, there's two things. That one of the big gripe, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with it, but we'll get to that in a second. My main gripe with combat is the fact that it's very basic. You'll have ships, enemy aircraft coming at you from, say, this direction over here. They'll fly at you, and then the guns will engage. That's it. There's not much more else. There is ground combat. Basically, you get your gun, I click shoot, and say where I want to shoot. There. That's ground combat right there. What I would wish is, because my main gripe with combat is this. I have to have 2 people or 2 workers in my towers at all times. I have to have 3 people in my cannon at all times. There's no battle stations option. There should be. There should be an option where I should be able to click here and click battle stations or something along those lines. And then any of my idle soldiers or inhabitants can then man my defenses. Number 2, about the next one about combat that I find a little meh is the guns are direct hit, meaning they have to shoot and hit the airplane that comes in at you. I'm surprised that there's no. Now, mind you, I haven't unlocked all the combat stuff yet. There's still, a whole bunch. But I would prefer to be able to get like some sort of like flak gun, even if it's like a one-off at the beginning, just because there's a lot of bad guys. Sometimes you get 6 guys attacking you, and you have to manage the people and all that stuff. I'm just not a fan of that. Just it feels sometimes where I have to have more people than I really need, because I could have these unmanned 90% of the time. That would be nice. Some sort of battle stations. Ground combat is kind of boring. Basically, you hit F1. It gets you to the point where you can shoot. The bad guy is, say, right here. I don't know if you can see that. But it's like just outside your range, and you shoot. And because you do splash damage, you can easily engage someone and not get shot at all. If they outrange you, then yeah, obviously they'll start hitting you and stuff. But overall, yeah, it's okay. I understand the light mechanic. It makes sense, apparently. Where it's the more light you have, the less chance of having fires and accidents. I understand that. The relic system makes sense as well. Actually, let's unpause and go to the capital there. It makes sense. You use relics basically as buffs to your stuff. I wish there were some sort of like edict system where you could manipulate some of these things. I don't know if you would want a tax system. Probably not. That wouldn't be anything of interest. Actually, what I need to do is go there. I think I need to go there. Yep. I need to go over there. Yeah, some sort of edict system that can help me modify things here and there. Just generic modifiers. Like I said, the game is early access, so there's a lot more to be fleshed out. Overall, so far, it's a good game. Whether you'd want to buy it or not is solely up to you. I couldn't tell you whether it's worth it to buy or not. But it's definitely a game that I have never played a game like this before, and it's fun. I think I have over 100 hours. The game's only been out for a day, but I did get it a couple days early. And I got to admit, It's fun. It's a fun game that just sit back and play. But like I said, my main gripes are just, growing pains, early access game. Here, I'll actually show you how you unlock some special stuff. We're going to shoot. No, shoot. Okay, we're going to stop here. We're going to check that out. But yeah, all in all, good game, fun game. I'm looking forward to this game. Definitely has the ability to just be just one of those games that it's a sleeper hit basically. My main issue though is the map, or one of the issues I should say is the map, where it's a static map. The resources all come back after you completely reload. You have to completely close out the game and reload the game, and everything on the map resets, which isn't to me not a big deal. My only, like I said, my main issue with the map when it comes to that is you kind of get to the point where you know where everything is then. And because it's not procedural or anything like that, you're just going to know you need to go here, 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 and here to get stuff and all that. And the replayability becomes very low. But we'll see. I mean, early access. There might be like obviously additional modes added to the game. Right now there's just this version and that's it. There's no easy, hard, or whatever mode. It's just, this is the game, play it type thing. They do say it's an RPG as well, but right now I'm not seeing a single role-playing feature. Yeah, you travel around, but that's not roleplay. I'm not role-playing as anything right now. I'm just a city flying around. So it's a city builder with almost tower defense-esque feelings to it. Obviously that flies. Overall, I'm not seeing the RPG elements. I'm waiting to see what happens there. I'm hoping that'll be fleshed out. That's a little disappointing that I'm not seeing any role-playing stuff, because I figure the role-playing stuff would add in stats or something that would then be able to make things a lot better for your city, but we will see. With that in mind, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. If you're interested, check it out. Airborne Empire on Steam now. See you next time. Bye-bye.